you looking to lose weight? We may have found your inspiration. Joining us here in the studio this morning is Sherry Johnston from season 9 of The Biggest Loser. She is in town here to talk about obesity and sleep apnea and her experience on the hit NBC show. Hey, Sherry, good morning.
Good morning.
First of all, you look amazing.
Thank you.
You've lost 99 pounds.
I did.
How has your life changed?
Everything's changed.
Yeah.
Everything changes if you want it to change and not go back. But, you know, my name and healthy living never ever thought about crossing. And so to be a part of this change, and not just for me, but for others as well, is amazing.
So for folks who maybe need that little inspiration, what advice would you give them? Maybe they're in your shoes a couple of years ago.
You know, there are lots of things you can do. You know, we see it on all the magazines, we see it everywhere, lots of things, this diet or that diet. But really it is, you know, putting a plan together. I talk about 5 areas I think that are important that I took away from Biggest Loser. And I think one of them that we're going to talk about tonight is sleep. You know, and on my season, 20 out of 22 of us had obstructive sleep apnea, which is a large number. And, you know, and we were not all compliant, but for my daughter Ashley and I, we really realized that, you know, if this is a part of how we can lose weight, then it's the easiest thing I can do is be compliant. And plus, with the sleep, I feel so much better. You know, when you're not resting and you're not sleeping, it affects everything in your body.
All right, any little secrets from the show, maybe something behind the scenes that folks may not know? I mean, is it everything that, you know, we see on TV, or are there things that kind of go on behind, you know, behind the scenes that we may not know?
There's a lot of things that go on behind the scenes. A lot of things that I wish you could see more of. I wish there were blooper reels because there's so many of those. And you know, really, I think part of it is that we had a lot of help with nutrition. We did the grocery store shops and all of those kinds of things, and we learned a lot of things about that. Really, we had a lot of help in all of the areas, and I don't know that you see as much of that as you really should.
Mm-hmm. And do you feel like you've really changed your life, that you can continue this, or have you kind of fallen on the wayside a little bit?
Well, you know, you can't keep up 8 hours of exercise a week.
Well, sure, yeah.
Or excuse me, a day, but you learn to balance that. And I think when you come home, that is really when it matters, because you have to balance everything in your life just like everyone else. And when I am off track, you know where center is. It's a new center, and you go back to that rather than quitting and saying, I can't do this any longer. You know, I just can't do it. I never can. And so you come back to what you learn and what you know, and you get back on track.
Well, an amazing, inspirational story. Sherry actually is going to be speaking at Onondaga Community College tonight in the Store Auditorium. This event is free and open to the public. It begins at 5:30 tonight, so we'll look forward to seeing you there.
Thank you, and I'm excited to be here, and I'm so thankful for Franciscan for bringing me in. And you know, Phillips Respironics are the ones who actually sponsored Biggest Loser when they began to really realize how important sleep is. So I think it's a key that you need to hear.
Fantastic. And of course, you can watch The Biggest Loser right here on NBC3 tonight.